Hey guys, so I wanted to revisit a case from 2021 where I got into an argument with a client's second cousin. So welcome back to Client Stories with Amy. So this is in between Thanksgiving and Christmas of 2021. Things are really busy at this time, finishing up Christmas shopping, getting the house together to have people over, all of these things, and still working my booty off to solve these cases because I want to try to get these names to these people before they have their families come and visit so they can have that discussion with the families if that pertains to the situation. So I'm working really hard. I am up late hours of the night trying to work my cases. And I solved one. I'm like, great. And when you solve a case with DNA Angels, we give you the supporting information. Why do we say this person is a biological parent? What is the evidence behind this? So we give them all of that information, and I did that with this case. So she's got all this information. She's great. She's super thankful. She's got some contact information. She's going to wait a little while to let everything kind of simmer in her brain about everything and think about how she feels about it before she tries to reach out. So then a couple days pass by and I get a message. She's like, well, I talked to a cousin and she says that person can't be my biological father, but this other gentleman has to be my biological father. I'm so confused now. I'm not sure what to do. Can you please help me figure this out? I'm thinking, oh no, what is going on here? We have a cousin that's family, that knows the family line. Let me just go back and triple check everything. Let me look at everything. I look at all my notes. I look at the DNA matches. I look at the tree. No, I'm not wrong. What? It's like, who is this person that's telling you this? And she's like, oh, it was the second cousin match on Ancestry. Here's her name. I was like, okay. So we get in contact with that second cousin. I asked the client's permission if I can bring her into this client room to kind of explain things and figure out why she thinks this other person's a biological father versus what I sit there and claiming based on the DNA. And she says, yeah, absolutely. We'll bring her in. We talked to her. I was like, ma'am, my name is Amy Rose Haynes. I'm a genetic genealogist with DNA Angels, all that stuff, all my things. And I was like, nice to meet you. And I understand that you think somebody else is a biological father other than this John Doe that I've named. She's like, yeah, he can't be the biological father. There's no way genetically. It has to be this other person because he fits better. Can you please explain? I look at the tree at this William person and I was like, there's no way. There's no way. William's nephew did a DNA test and William's nephew was matching our client at under 40 centimorgans. Under 40 centimorgans. We only had DNA up William's paternal grandfather's line. Just that line, not the grandmother and not his mother's side. That was only that one line. And like I said, his nephew was way lower than a first cousin match to our client. Could not be William, period. So I let her explain herself and then I jump in and I go in, guys. I go in for her and I'm like, he can't be because all of this evidence, this person has to be that I named, has to be the biological father because when I do a case, the great-grandparents are at the top. I want DNA, more than one match to all of those DNA, to all those great-grandparent lines. So I try to map 2 to 4 matches per great-grandparent line before I count that as fact. And then also just to double check myself because it's happened in the past, I'll get all of those great-grandparents' children's in the tree. I'm going to look at their spouses, parents, and grandparents just to make sure we don't have anything crazy with endogamy going on. Usually you can see that in the DNA matches when you sort them, but just for giggles and to be thorough, I always check just to make sure because it has happened in the past. So none of that was going on. We have DNA to all of those great-grandparent lines, proving them. That proves the grandparents, that proves the biological father. So give all that information to her. She still, to this day, thinks I'm wrong. Still to this day says that the other guy's right and my guy's wrong. Even when the client reached out to the person I named as a biological father and he agreed to do a DNA test and it was correct. I was right. So yeah, that's the time that I got into an argument with a client's second cousin match. And of course, I was right. But that's it for today. Don't forget to hit like, follow, and share, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.